Americans and citizens of the world. Yesterday, on the 20th of January in the year 2025, on my own responsibility and with the consent of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, I commanded a unit of the Special Forces to arrest and detain those guilty of subverting the rule of law and challenging democracy in the United States of America. Those arrested and detained will be charged with treason. It is my judgment, and the judgment of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, that through this unprecedented action I have successfully championed the liberty of the Republic when it was oppressed by the tyranny of a faction. My conscience and my patriotism ordered me to make sure, in concert with the Joint Chiefs of Staff, that the Republic should come to no harm. To this purpose the Joint Chiefs of Staff have appointed me the Caretaker of the Republic, for the period of time it will take for the reorganization of democracy in the Republic of the United States of America. The murderers of democracy have been arrested and detained, and their crimes shall be avenged through tribunals established by law. The dictatorship was offered to me, but I refused it. My role is to be the caretaker of the Republic, the preserver of democracy. In this role, with the help of civil society actors who will be carefully chosen for their impartiality, their lack of factional loyalties, and their knowledge of the law and the tenets of democracy, we will restore democracy to the United States. We hope to accomplish this task within the next 4 years. Yesterday, at 12 o'clock noon, at the end of the term of the 46th President, martial law was declared, and at the same time, all those who were plotting to end democracy in the United States were seized and detained. They are all currently at an undisclosed location awaiting their arraignment before a tribunal. At the same time, orders were given to the National Security Agency to turn off the function of all social media platforms. All major internet and telephone service providers have come under the control of the Caretaker, pursuant to the martial law declared at 12 noon on the 20th of January. This includes all television and news outlets as well, and they have been ordered to immediately adhere to the standards issued by the Caretaker. Facts and truth will form the basis of these standards, and those engaging in disinformation, hate speech, and threatening insurrection will be arrested. For all too long, the United States of America has been corrupted by the infusion of money into politics, with the betrayal of democracy by its elected leaders, and with the collusion of the owners of the media and digital platforms. As the caretaker of the Republic, I will ensure that the media and digital platforms will no longer be private property. They will all become the property of the citizens of the United States of America, and will be run as cooperatives, with those who are employed to keep them running as shareholders of 49% of the enterprise in question. The United States of America will be the shareholder of 51% of the enterprises, and all profits will go to the Treasury of the United States and become part of the Social Security and Health Benefit Fund. All transactions on the stock exchanges of New York and the Commodities Exchange in Chicago will cede 1% of the cash value of each exchange as it takes place to the Treasury of the United States. The money thus made will go to ensuring the function of the government. These are just two of the changes which will take immediate effect. Other changes will be discussed with the team of civil society experts previously mentioned. The Joint Chiefs of Staff and the Advisory Council from the NSA, CIA, and FBI, who were all in accord with this extraordinary action to preserve the Republic, have concluded that the Constitution of the United States must be rewritten to ensure the safety of democracy by eliminating the Senate and making the United States a parliamentary democracy. Elections will not be first past the post. However, they will include a hurdle of a certain percentage in order to ensure that candidates who do not secure enough votes to surmount the hurdle do not enter Parliament. There will be no official political parties. Of course, we know that certain like-minded representatives will band together to get their policies passed by the Parliament and to elect a person who will serve as Prime Minister. No person elected to the Parliament will be allowed to serve more than 2 consecutive 4-year terms in office. Also, no person will be allowed to serve for more than a total of 12 years. These rules have been established by the Caretaker of the Republic and my staff of advisors, and will go into force as soon as my term as Caretaker is over. As I noted previously, I don't envisage this to be longer than 4 years. To the friends and enemies of the United States of America around the world, I say, though we are in a period of reorganization and readjustment, we are friends of democracy and enemies of autocrats and dictators. With our friends, we will remain friends and ensure that your democracies survive. To our enemies, we say, do not test our strength of will. Do not test our ability to respond to acts of war. Do not be afraid that we will strike first. We will not. However, do not mistake our desire to refresh democracy as a weakness which you can exploit. To those who love democracy everywhere, we extend our hand in peace and friendship. During this period of transition, we will once again make sure the United States of America is the shining beacon of democracy, truth, justice, and love. Thank you.